or Lucinda or Lucifer, whatever you want to call me, as long as it's not mean. And today I'm going to be breaking down this movement. So it's not going to be a really in-depth tutorial because I just want it to be short and concise. So you may not have the prerequisite movements, and that's fine. Feel free to DM me. I teach private lessons. I'm also more than happy to chat and help out with stuff. And I might have a tutorial somewhere for some of the movements. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, so the two movements that are going to be really helpful in completing this is knowing your pinky leading open grip weaves, or otherwise pinky leading hip reels, and also knowing your reverse body traces is one way that people call them, but also it can be thought of as your pinky leading open grip shoulder weave with an extension. So the way that people usually kind of know that movement is as a body tracer coming down. We see this done in fans a lot. We're staying in an open grip, the palm is facing the front, etc., etc. What we're doing for this movement is that in reverse. So that might help you. If you already have the other movement, you can figure out how to do this in reverse. So starting with the right hand, our right hand is going to be doing, as mentioned, a hip reel, open grip weave, whatever I'm going to call it. And instead of happening at the hip, as you do it, you're going to trace up your body towards your armpit. So when you scoop behind, you're going to trace up to your armpit, and then as you unravel, you're going to push the fan up to the sky. So we're going in this vertical line up. As you exit and your hands come down, you can add a spin for flair if you like. So I'll show you that from the side. We come behind. As we're coming behind, we're scooping up to our armpit. As we're unraveling, we're pushing up to the sky and then coming down. From behind, we've got our weave. As we're weaving, we're coming up to our armpit, unraveling, pushing up to the sky, and then coming out. Awesome. Over in the left hand, we're going to do the front side of the body. So that's going up the back to begin. This one's going to come up the front. Pinky leading, so they're both pinky leading, which means the wick closest to your pinky, open grip, your hand is open, etc., etc. You're going to trace up your body, so you're going to lead with that pinky wick all the way up to your shoulder. When you get to your shoulder, as you can see, I'm sort of turning my chest in towards the fan. This just makes it a little bit more comfortable than trying to do the movement like this on my wrists and on my body. So I turn my shoulder in towards the fan, and then I think about kind of like throwing it over my shoulder. I want to keep it in that plane as I turn my back towards the fan, and then push my hand up to the sky and spin down. So you can see we're also tracing this kind of vertical line up with the weave happening at the shoulder. So this is happening on top of our shoulder and pushing up and then coming out. Show you from the side. We're coming up the front of our body. We're dropping it over the shoulder, pushing up and then spinning down. From the back, coming up the body, it's dropping over the shoulder and pushing up. Now this is helpful from the back plane. Notice how I've got purple on one side and I've got blue on the other. So from here you can see just the purple side. And as I'm doing this variation where I'm going up my body, in fact, I'm going to do it on this side so that it's the same as when I'm doing it on front. So when I'm coming up the right side of my body, I'm tracing all the way to my shoulder. You can see it's still purple, so I'm not flipping the fan at any point. This is where a lot of people get confused when it's coming to your back. Don't change your planes. Keep it in wall plane, let it drop to your shoulders, and then continue to push with that pinky wick up to the sky. So it stays in this plane the whole time. It doesn't fold, it doesn't twist. You don't end up with your hand the other way. Your palms will always be facing forward. There'll be moments where the grip trying to changes slightly to maneuver, but the actual orientation of the fan always going to be in wall plane. Okay, so if I pick up both and do them together, the way that this looks is one is going to come up the back and then exit out the front. One is going to come up the front and exit out the back. So they're traveling on different paths. That's why it looks so pretty, and also why they don't collide and hit each other. So my left hand is traveling up the back. My right hand is traveling up the front. your pinky wicks towards the center of your body and up. So this part, not too tricky. Then break up the move. Finish one hand, finish the other hand, and spin out. That again. We're going to bring the pinky wicks all the way up. Then you're going to do one followed by the other. So it doesn't matter which one, we're just breaking up this part to get the head around it. We go over the shoulder and up, under the armpit and up, spinning out. After you've done that a few times and that's feeling really comfortable, you can then attempt to do them both together. To do them both together, what's happening is exactly that. We're doing them both together. Pinky wicks come in. As one is going over the shoulder, the other one is coming under the armpit. Then we get to this kind of almost Dumbo-bear place where we've got one arm in front of us and one arm behind us. They push up to the sky at the same time and miss each other because one is coming from the back and one is coming from the front, and then spin down. So we go up, over the shoulder, under the armpit, to the sky, and out. The whole move together, like so. As I said, it's not a super in-depth breakdown, so please feel free to let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, there's a link below for anyone who's interested in these fans, Australian made. Mwah, fantastic. Thanks for coming to my tutorial.